Ay, ay, ay. Hello, hello, hello. Testing, testing, 1, 2. All right, I'm a little early. I'm just going to wait for the chat to populate some. And we have an option tonight. We can continue where we left off this afternoon, or I don't like that. Hold on. Okay. Hello, can we hear me? This place is sometimes crazy. Okay. We have an option tonight. Continue to work in the Joe Morello book, Master Studies, or work in the workbook. Your choice, gentlemen. I don't like what's going on with this thing tonight. Oh, boy. That should be better. Okay, nobody's going to talk. All right, I'm going to warm up a little bit. Turn the metronome on. I'm going to do eighth note vamps. For 5 minutes. I'll wait for the chat to populate. Here we go. 4 and 4. Hello, Randy. How you doing? How's the video? Is there a delay? I mean, I know there's a delay as far as me asking a question or anything, but when you're seeing me play, are the sticks like flipping out a little bit? Is it clear? And that's good that you're playing the gig, man. I'll change places with you. Okay, well, like I said before, I mean, if you're going to hang out, that's cool. We can continue with the Morello book, or we can go into the workbook. Let's have a little bit of vote here. We got 3 or 4 people hanging out. Which would you like to do? Any questions about this afternoon? Good, thank you, Randy, for the help. Okay, so we got a couple more guys here. Hey, James. All right. Hey, Pete. Oh, I'm sorry about it. So we got a choice. You want me to continue with the Morello book, or you want to work in the workbook? Your choice, gentlemen. So we got Pete, Jim, and Randy. All right. Hey, Pete, I'm going to take that triplet exercise that you sent me, and I'm going to do a worksheet on it. It's like your exercise with the triplet. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you want to crush them. Would that be okay? You want to go with Morello, okay? Morello. Okay, everybody likes Morello. I don't know why. Is he a great drummer or what? Okay. What I did before the chat started to populate some, I didn't get to 3 minutes because people were in the chat and I stopped. But usually I like to take, that was at 160. 1/8 note vamps with the right hand, 4 measures. 1/8 note vamps with the left hand, 4 measures. Back and forth for about 3 minutes, 4 minutes. So let's go back into the Morello book. Any questions on the table of time? We can start there, or you want to go to page 7. Your choice, gentlemen. Isn't that nice when I have a lesson prepared and I say, okay, it's your lesson, so what do you have problems with? Let's do it. And I will. I'll play the doubles open. And it's a good exercise. I have an exercise similar to that, both ways, as a crush and as a open roll. And it develops into a few different things here. So, where would you like to start? You want to go on page 7? Again, was that page 7? Yeah. Or you want to go on a table of time. Any problems with the table of time, please let me know. We'll go over it a little bit. As a matter of fact, let's go over it. I'm going to play up to 6s over and over again. I don't want to go into 7s. They drive me crazy. Let's do it at 80. How's that sound? All right. Now, I'm just going to randomly play. I'm going to go in order. I'm going to play line 1, 2, 3. I don't know how many times I'm going to play line 1. How many times I'm going to play line 2, so on and so forth. But you'll hear you'll see the transition. Line 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now, I just did it alternating strokes. All right. Pete. All right, Pete. Pete, I'm going to do that. I don't know when. I'm just so backlogged, it's pathetic. I was talking to James on the phone before, and James is a nice guy, man. He's into drumming. He's got a few students, and he's been getting a lot of students for me, which is really nice. And he's from Massachusetts, and I know that there's a few other guys like Joe Shields. Where are you from, Pete? Are you from Mass? You know, all right, well, okay. If you're from Mass, let me know, because I'm going to be doing in February, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, a 6-hour day, each day for a camp in New Jersey here. So it's going to be open. Anyway, let's go to page, that's 7, right? No questions on the table of time. Now, if you remember a couple of days or a week or two ago, we worked on an exercise like this, the accents with the right hand and left hand. That's a good warm-up for you. And it's good to do that maybe before you do Morello. 1, 2. You remember that exercise, gentlemen? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you're in Wisconsin. All right, that's okay. I was out there. It's cold out there, Pete. Mercy. All right, let's review line 1. And like I wanted to share with you, and this is how I do teach it, depending on the student, how advanced he is. I mean, if you could just throw this out in 16th notes immediately, that's cool. But it's a journey into control strokes or levels, and it's not about how fast you can play it. It's about understanding the hand positioning. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it on 60, okay? And we're going to play it as quarter notes. And remember how I played it as, what is this? I got to approve this. Hold on. What do we got here? That's what I had to prove, whether you were cursing or, I don't know why they said, what the hell is it? We're adults, man. And I don't do this for kids. I mean, if you don't have parental control, what do you want me to tell you? And you're not doing nothing wrong. You're speaking like a person. Okay. I'm going to do this in quarter notes, line 1. Now remember, my starting position for line 1 is here. And you say, well, the question should be why? Why is it here? Why isn't it here? Well, look at the first right. It's an accent. So for me to get to nail the accent, I got to be up here. 1. Now, why did I keep it down? Well, my up and coming rights are not accents. So the and of 1 is also a left hand accent, but I need to do that as a free stroke. Why? Because my next left is going to be an accent. So I have and. Let me do that again. 1, and. Now I'm on 2, which is the tap. The and of 2 is a tap. 3 is a tap. The and of 3 is a tap. 4 is a tap. And the and of 4 is an upstroke. Why? Now I'm in position to reverse it. 1, and. 2, and. 3, and. 4, and. Do you understand that, gentlemen? That's okay. You can curse anything you want. It don't matter. They just have a thing. Facebook has a thing where I have to approve that. Approve it or not. It doesn't matter. Okay. So I'm going to, when I first started to do these things in this order, I'd make all kinds of mistakes, which is a good thing sometimes. because when you make mistakes, you have to correct them so you get right. So what I do now, or depending on where you're at understanding this, if you don't really understand it, if you could do line 1 through 5 every day for 20 minutes, you're going to see a definite improvement in your hands. So I'm going to do line 1 in quarter notes. I'm going to play the line. When I get to the end of the line, I'm going to do the line again. This time, I'm going to do it in eighth notes. And I'm going to play the line through. After I complete that, I'm going to start again in the beginning, but this time I'm going to it in sixteenths. So the procedure is quarter notes, eighth notes, sixteenths. Here we go, that's 60. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry. Oh, my mistake. I'm bad. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. 4, 1, 2, 3. Second measure. 4, 1, 2, 2, 3. Eighth notes. Sixteenths. Cough in between time. Sorry. Back to quarters. Let me put that up a little bit. I'm a little off with the tempo. It's hard to do that when I'm coughing. Okay, so let me put the tempo up a little bit. Quarter notes, eighth notes, sixteenths. 1. Here we go. 1. Play. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Eighth notes. Now that's enough, but you see what I'm doing there? I can get that going on, and it's boring. 3 or 4 minutes, which it's not a problem. You want to do that for 3 or 4 minutes, but the thing is, you want to do it. If you do it tonight, you want to do it again tomorrow, and do it for a week or 2 or 3, and you'll see an improvement in your hands. Now, if you'd like, and if it's easier for you, what I could do, and I didn't do it on the PDF sheet because if I put underneath the first R as a downstroke, then the left is a free stroke, it gets very cluttered. So if you have a pencil, I'll give to you the levels inside of the first one. So get a pencil, and I'll do that for you, okay? Gentlemen. Let me know when everybody has a pencil and the PDFs. So under the first guy, and I'll do it for a while, you have 1 and 2, or quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right, left, right, left. The first right is a downstroke. The 2, the left, is a free stroke. The 3 is a tap. The 4 is a tap. Then we go to the second measure of it. 1 is a tap, 2 is a tap, 3 is a tap, 4 is an upstroke. Okay, you got that? Line 1. Now these are not easy. I mean, you want to practice these, you should practice them the correct way. That's how you go forward. If you're going to just try to play them without understanding the level system or the controlled strokes, you can go someplace, but you're not going to go where you should be going. So let me go over that again. First note. First off, the starting position with number 1, both hands are in the full stroke position. Okay, now on the count of 1, I have a downstroke. And I'm doing them in quarter notes now. Remember, guys. 1. Now 2 is a free stroke. 2. Then I have 3 is a tap. 4 is a tap. Then I start the next measure. That's the 4 rights, which would be the 4 quarter notes. 1 is a tap, 2 is a tap, 3 is a tap, 4 is an upstroke. Now, that's my starting position, but I'm reversed now. The first one I attacked with the right. Now I'm in position now to attack with the left. 1. I hit 2, that's a free stroke. 2. Now the next left after that is 3, which is a tap. 4 is a tap. Then I have 4 lefts, which would be 1, a tap, 2, tap, 3, tap, 4 is an upstroke. Do we all have that, guys? We got it? You got it down? Okay, let's go to line number 2. Now, I'm just going to take this in segments of 4 increments. I'm going to play them in quarter notes. Now, and I'm going to tell you why I'm doing what I'm doing. Now, my starting position is going to be looking like I'm a robot, but that's okay. All right, on the count of 1 on line 2 is a free stroke. All right, now on the count of 2, it's an upstroke. Now while I'm in this position, now I could attack my right hand accent and my left hand accent. However, when I hit 2, it's a down stroke because I need to stay down because my up and coming rights are going to be taps. And then on the count of 4 is a left hand free stroke. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't do something right there. All right, we understand it? All right, number 2. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did we get that? All right, let's do it. First stroke, right, on line 2, is a free stroke. The number 2, the left, is an upstroke to get in position to nail the left-hand accent. On the count of 3, it's a right-hand accent, but it's a downstroke because the up-and-coming rights are not accented. And then I have on the count of 4 an accented left, which is a free stroke because that sets me up to hit the next accent with the left hand. So on the count of 3, I have a tap. The and of 3, I have a tap. On the count of 4, I have tap. On the count, 3 and 4 is a tap. Do we understand that? We get that? You want me to go over it slower? Slower, gentlemen, or no? I don't want to bore anybody. We understand it. Got it? Pablo, how are you, sir? Did you get the PDFs? I hope. If you didn't get the PDFs, email me, I'll email you the PDFs. The table of time and this page. We got it. You want me to go to the next line? Well, the level system is a natural way to approach. It's a natural approach. It's just a natural way to play. You're not preventing anything from happening. You're letting it freely. You're letting it naturally happen. If you prevent something which is natural, you're going to create tension. You don't want to do that. See, this is why I have a dispute. The molar system. Man, call it whatever you want to call it. Call it the level system. Call it the control strokes. Whatever you want to call it. It's just a natural way. It's the laws of physics, okay? The laws of physics. You know, I'm not playing this as playing my arm stroke like this. You know, if you have the Jojo Mayer DVD, he explains the control strokes or the level system very well. And as a matter of fact, at that clinic, it was local. It was Mike Clark and Joe Morello were there as well. All right, so I'm not preventing anything from occurring. You know, if I throw the stick down and keep it down, I'm throwing it down. I have two different sounds there. I have an accent and a non-accent. Or I can get in position to nail an accent. If I want two accents in a row, and I gave you that exercise with the accents. Remember we did the stick control book? We played eighth notes, all one position with the hands, one level. And we're going to play an accent on 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm thinking 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and we did line 2, 1 and 2 and. We did line 3, 2 rights in a row, so that's 2 accents in a row. Free stroke, down, tap, up. It's natural. I want to get 2 accents. I'm not going to throw the stick down, then bring it up. In the motion of, I'm playing the accent. It's natural. It's a natural approach. You're going to get very much into this, and, you know, people call it molar. Whatever you want to call it, don't matter to me. I just can't stand people that think that's the only method. I don't play molar. I was never taught molar. I was taught the laws of physics. The guy who's brilliant with the laws of physics is Alan Herman. Look at his video on my channel, his live performance. And you're going to see, I was talking to Jeffrey Johnson last night, and we were on the phone for about an hour and a half. Like, I got that time. But, man, the guy's amazing. He just, you know, he put it out there, but he got really deep into this. Me, I just teach the free stroke, the downstroke, the tap, and the upstroke. But there's all different levels depending on where you start. I could make this, if I want to play pianissimo, I could make this position of my hand, a full stroke. I'm going to get piano as opposed to that. See? Now I can come down, up, down, up, down. It depends. And he gets very much into it. And he will definitely give a great explanation of this. That's Jeffrey Johnson. He's on Facebook as well. He has a page. And so is Steve Forrester. And Alan Herman as well. So if you're on Facebook, hit them up as a friend. Ask them questions. They definitely will help you. They're gentlemen. They're very humble. They know what they're doing. Yeah, well, Dennis LaFang was, I forgot her name. Jesus. He was her drummer for a long time. Dennis moved from New Jersey to California. Why, I don't know. But then I had quite a few people. I had Mr. Johnson. I had, not Jeffrey Johnson, Gus Johnson. I had Dennis LaFang, Daniel Glass, Mark Walker, Tim Herman, to mention a few, was Peter Zendoffi. Just a different kind of thing he has going on, but it was all right. It was different. And I get these guys, they contact me all the time. They want to do a live stream at my studio. And I say, okay, and I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start posting on Facebook, who would like to come to my studio and schedule a live stream and do a lesson. What that does, that gives somebody it helps them. It gives them exposure, you know. So I want to do that for some people. Jeffrey Johnson, Pete. I've had quite a few people here. Tim Herman is the guy you want to go to if you want to learn how to play tune drums correctly. He'll get you out, he'll put you where you want your drums to sound like. That's about 75% of it when you tune your drums. The other percentage is how you hit a drum. And I'm getting tired of the Morello book right now. Okay. Well, get on Facebook with these guys. And, I don't know how they frequent. I know Alan definitely frequents Facebook. And Steve and Jeffrey, they have a page to see what happens. Ooh. But it wouldn't hurt. Okay? Now, I have to get back to the drum set. Let me just give you an example of this. And I'm going to continue on this Monday afternoon. But let me give you a little demonstration of a drum set application to this. I shouldn't, but I will. I'm a bad teacher. So what we're going to do with this, okay, let me put this down here, this one down here, my timer over here, and let's do line 1 of the Morello book. So now, a drum set application. Be creative, move it around. Right hand accents here, left hand, oh really? Left hand accents there. Okay, so let's try it. Nice and slow. We'll do it in 8th notes. So on and so forth. Well, he tuned quite a few snares. Beat. Table of time. I'm doing 4 with the right hand, 3 with the left hand, 1 with the bass drum, and 2 with the hi-hat. Okay. I'm going to write out some linear stuff for you next week. Oh. How did that go? I have a sheet on that too. I'll send everybody. All right, I'm going to call it a night. I had a long, long day. I apologize if tonight's lesson wasn't up to par. Tim's going to be coming here in January or February. I'm waiting till after the holidays to get things going on again. And now, I've talked to Jim. And Jim is from Massachusetts. And I explained to him sometime either in February or the beginning of March, I'm going to have a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday drum intensive, which means, you got to come to my studio, get yourself a room Friday night and Saturday night, go home Sunday. Well, I'll be doing classes, a group class, which is good because everybody, shares and helps each other on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from about 12 to about 5 or 6 in the afternoon. So if everyone is willing to do that, I need to have 3. What is this? I find swing the ride pattern against quarter note triplets line 2 very helpful. And yeah, well, that is. You know, I'm working on. Uh, I talked to Jim and I said, Jim, listen, I'm going to not buy, but rent a high-speed printer, and I'm going to do like for the workbook another 30 copies because they want like almost 90 cents a sheet times 170. That's a lot. Well, that's half the 170. That's a lot of money. I can't afford that. I mean, I can, but you can't. So that brings my cost down, and I'm doing book number 2, which is going to do some jazz patterns. How I interpret the stick control book and the syncopation book in jazz. That's another 100, 150 pages. Linear concepts, another 150 pages. And stick control formulas, another 150 pages. It's a lot. Now, yeah, it's very easy to develop that jazz pattern, but I come up with a formula which I think is very. Let's talk about that. The triplet, eighth note triplet. What I do with that, right? I make R become right, left, right. I make left become left, right, left. So if I take that to line 2, that means I'm going to have 2 right-hand lead triplets and 2 left-hand. 2 right-hand. It's a stick control book formula. I play against the jazz band. 1. I play line 1 with that formula. Attempt line 2. 3 rather. I talk about developing jazz independence. There you go. And yeah, I play. It's very common. The quarter 1, 2, 3, 4. And also that triplet exercise I just demonstrated, good for your halftime shuffle. Come on, Matt. I know you're tired. Got that coming along too. Okay. Need to sign off. If there's any questions, please email me. Okay? Pablo, email me. I'll send you. I don't know if you're on my list or not. All right, there's 2 programs I use, Steve. Originally, I had Encore. And I guess somebody bought Encore and calls it GVox. It's a big program. Big program. So I use that to do a lot of writing. However, it won't give me rudiments like flams or grace notes. So I had to purchase Finale. Finale does that. It gives me flams and grace notes, so on and so forth. So I use Finale for the rudimental stuff, and for my basic stuff or the advanced stuff or whatever, without flams or roughs or drags or whatever, I use Encore. It's actually GVox. Do you have my email? Or here, let me put my email in there because I gotta sign off. I want to go to sleep. All right, boonga. Anybody has any questions, please email me. Don't waste time. I'll be back to you as soon as I can possibly do it. Okay, Pablo, that's my email. Now, those who are interested Chris, you're late. Time out chair. That's my email. Chris, we're just about, the lessons are, let me continue to say this. The lessons are Monday through Thursday, 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, everybody has obligations, and, it's understandable. You can't make all of them, but they are being recorded. Okay? So if you can't make the lesson, subscribe to my channel and go watch the video. Or if you subscribe to my channel, all right, it will notify you when I'm doing a live lesson. Okay? Now, I just mentioned that drum camp, a mini camp, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Drummers Intensive. If anybody's interested in that, I'm going to start to work on gathering 3-4 people. Okay? Got it, Jim? Chris, email me. I'll send you the PDFs, okay? You got the times now. Monday through Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Now, I'm doing this for free on YouTube, which, I don't mind. I mean, I love it. However, I have to, my site is open. It's starting to open up, rather. It's almost done. So I would say January, February sometime, I will be back on the site, and I'll still be on this site back and forth. However, what you want to do, all right, and I asked for donations, and people have been generous. $50, $40, $30, $10, whatever. Instead of me continually asking for donations, just go to my website and sign up for $19.95 per month. It's a reoccurring thing. And that takes it all out of the way. It was a pleasure to speak to you, Jim. Thank you very much for your support. Okay, I'm off to see the wizard. Guys, have a good weekend. Practice. Don't waste any time. Make good use of your time.